The storms are leaving our area, but it certainly left behind flash flooding. We've got team coverage around the area to keep you safe. Paul Cook is keeping an eye on any road closures. Mercedes McKay and Megan Kernan are also looking at storm damage.
But first, we want to head over to meteorologist Anthony Slaughter with a look at this forecast. Anthony, I said it earlier, it was a very scary night.
Yeah, in fact, even at my own home yesterday evening, we had the tornado warning, saw the rotation in the sky. We got to our basement in safe place and escaped without a problem. Of course, that was the story for many of you overnight. You probably heard the thunder. You got woken up in the middle of the night. And of course, you add things on top of it. Well, we had radar issues, and that was nationwide, where radars were going out overnight, and I'm sure the National Weather Service will be looking into why that happened. As far as the severe weather risk goes, it's now southeast of our area. The tornado watch box does include parts of our southern counties, but I don't think we're going to have any more tornadoes. There is actually a tornado just southeast of Carbondale right now. 3 tornado warnings out towards the Illinois-Kentucky border. So if you have any vested interest out towards Paducah, friends, family may want to give them a heads up. But for us, it's just plain old rain, heavy rain out towards Mount Vernon, but things are starting to wrap up. You see the green polygons? Those are flash flood warnings from the 2 to 3 inches of rain that came down, but St. Louis Metro is starting to dry out. And I mean, these were some impressive rainfall amounts from Edwardsville, Chesterfield, Berkeley, and Creve Coeur, all 2 to 3 inches of rain. Temperatures today cooling down. We go from 60 this morning to about 50 this afternoon, and scattered showers still in the forecast through today. We'll talk about when we dry out and look at the rest of the week's forecast coming up.
Thanks so much, Anthony. New overnight, wet roads are causing a messy commute. This is video from a few hours ago of a jackknifed semi-truck. Take a look there. This happened at I-44 around the 141 overpass. We don't know if anyone was hurt, but all lanes are open right now.
Now this morning, the severe weather continues to move out of our area, but it also continues to have an impact on our area.
Absolutely. Mercedes McKay is joining us in Bonne Terre, where there were several reports of storm damage. Mercedes, what are you seeing?
Good morning, Michelle and Rennie. Well, right now what we are seeing is we actually just saw one tree down on a power line. We're on Highway K right now. I'm going to flip the camera, but it is really dark out here, so we're trying to be as safe as possible. The rain stopped about 30 minutes ago on our ride here. We are seeing some debris on the ground. There's a tree that we just passed on the ground as well, so definitely still a little shaky out here in Bonne Terre. I actually was looking at a Facebook group just minutes ago, and in that Facebook group, people living in Bonne Terre said they woke up 3 different times to the tornado sirens between 11 p.m. and midnight. We are still trying to find that damage that the National Weather Service talked about, but in that Facebook group that I saw, it's actually a neighborhood group. They did say that there was some damage around the area. Now, during our commute here, we have seen a couple of trucks on the side of the interstate, but really it's been pretty smooth sailing for us as we headed towards Bonne Terre from the station in downtown St. Louis. Now, the diciest areas on your commute this morning, that is going to be those under those overpasses. That's where we're seeing a lot of that rain accumulate. Also, St. Louis, the area around St. Louis, we're known for having a lot of construction. That is also dicey as well. So make sure you're staying slow on those roads. I want to take y'all to video that we actually shot overnight. Take a look at your screen now. This is video from Swansea. Our Megan Kernan actually shot it around 2 a.m. this morning. You can see just how hard that rain is falling down. That was in the 2 a.m. hour. And then we also have video from the zoo on I-64. That was about around midnight. That's how much rain we saw accumulate over the overnight hours. You probably woke up to it. I know I did as well. And then we also got some shots of the lightning that was around the arch this morning. So back here in the storm tracker, we're on Highway K. Smooth sailing on your commute, but just make sure you're driving slow. Now, it was a tricky night overnight. The National Weather Service system was actually down nationwide, so that was something our meteorologists had to work around. We're going to continue to look for damage out here, and we'll be back with you guys at 5:30 at what we're seeing. Live in the storm tracker, Mercedes McKay, 5 on your side.
Thank you, Mercedes. Right now, flash flooding is a problem all across our area.
And Megan Kernan is continuing our team coverage live in Rock Hill, where a water rescue is happening. Megan, what can you tell us?
Well, Michelle and Rennie, I can tell you that crews did just rescue one man from a truck in this water rescue. I'm going to step away so you can see some of the conditions we're seeing. There was a man on a semi-truck delivering some wood that got stuck. This is at Rock Hill Industrial Court in Manchester. There's a lot of crews working hard on this right now. The water rescue happened right before 4 a.m. this morning. You can see emergency crews were on this boat trying to rescue a person. We captured crews rescuing a man from a semi-truck. It's unclear of the condition at this time or what happened. And then earlier this morning in East St. Louis, 55 and 70 shut down around 2 a.m. for a high water closure. You can see on the video as cars were passing by, the water was extremely high. That opened up around 2 hours later, around 4 a.m. So we'll work more to get more information on this water rescue, but it's a good reminder right now, just if you see high water, do not drive through it. Live in Rock Hill, Megan Kernan, 5 on your side.
Thanks so much, Megan. Okay, right now we are taking a look at Ameren's outage map in our area. Over the past hour, more outages have popped up. There are 5,300 Ameren customers waking up in the dark this morning.
Of course, we're going to be following water rescues and storm damage all morning here on Today in St. Louis. You can stay up to date on the Weather First forecast anytime that you want it. Simply text the word weather to 314-425-5355 and we will send you a link. Let's toss things over to Paul Cook. And Paul, on my drive in this morning heading from Chesterfield, the further west you were, it seemed to be a lot wetter than it was to the east.
Isn't that the case? I saw the exact same thing, and that's what we're seeing on our maps as well, Rennie. And we talked about this just a few minutes ago, the jackknife tractor trailer in Fenton. So this is near that Merritt's overpass, and taking a look at it right now again. Different pictures here, but this is 44 going westbound. And yes, indeed, that truck is going the wrong direction. It gets slick. It doesn't have to snow to be slick, just being wet, some ponding, and maybe a little distracted driving, and you've got some issues. That's just generally speaking. That's where it is over here to the right side of the screen. And then as we look here at the bigger picture, though, we're not seeing a ton of accidents. You are seeing some ponding and flooding across the road, even in Illinois. 70 here right across Route 3, dealing with a lot of that. Should drain soon, but definitely dealing with some ponding, and then slower as you go on 6440. We'll definitely keep an eye on it with another tick of traffic coming soon. Be careful.